Hi everyone. Today I will be doing a video using the Dollar Tree Sticktiles. The beginning of this video was taken from the end of a Dollar Tree haul, so let's jump right in. The main reason I made this video is I did come across some more self-adhesive wall tiles. Now I did pick up the subway tile, the white subway tile, the bigger subway tile, a little while back, and I only picked up about maybe 15 of those because that was all they had. But this time around they brought a lot more. However, the only ones that I didn't see were the white subway tiles, which is probably my favorite out of the four. But they had these ones here, which are really pretty as well. They are like a beige taupey tile. And then they had the stones. And then the last one, or actually they do have another one that's not on here. They're showing this one here. Sorry about the lighting, guys. They're showing this one here, which is like a white, again in the earth tone colors, brown, a darker brown. But then they also had one that looked like wood, which I really like that one because that one had texture in the wood. So I think it looked more realistically, even though it was shiny. But I've seen people get those and then paint them so that they are more of a matte finish and they look really nice because the grain really comes through. So those ones they had a ton of as well. So I picked these up because we have a bathroom that we had hoped to renovate, and this year we just really didn't get around to it. My husband has been busy working and we were going to do it ourselves, so we just didn't get around to it. But I wanted to refresh the bathroom up because it is a fairly old bathroom, and at least I wanted to give it a fresh coat of paint and just, you know, give it a temporary finish on the walls. So when I saw these, I thought, well, this would be a good option because they're inexpensive, and if they work for a little bit, then that would be great. So I ended up picking up quite a few. I think I picked up 80 in total because I really just wanted to do one wall and I wasn't sure how much I needed. I hadn't measured. I just went into the Dollar Tree and saw these and thought I should grab them because if I don't, like the subway tiles, when I went back, well, actually there was only what there was, and I picked those up, those 15 to 20 tiles. That was all they had, but I thought these they could sell and then I might not come across them again. So I picked up 80 just to be on the safe side, and again, I only wanted to do the one wall. It's a small bathroom, so I figured I'd have enough, and if I had a few left over, I could figure out something to do with them. So I did pick them up and I was going to put them on the wall, but one of the big reasons I'm thankful for YouTube is because people make videos and do reviews. And had I not watched a few reviews, one in particular who specifically used it in a bathroom, because these say for kitchen and bathroom, great for kitchens and bathrooms. But after watching the video, I will, from my personal experience, I would not recommend putting these in the bathroom, especially if there's a shower. Perhaps they meant if it was just like a two-piece powder room, then you'd be okay. But if you have a shower in the bathroom, I would not recommend them because these I don't believe will hold up. But one particular video that I watched, she had them in the bathroom, and what ended up happening is because of the moisture and the steam from the shower, it distorted the tile. So if you haven't seen these, or perhaps you've seen them but you don't know how the tile is once you cut it, because touching it, they seem puffy. well, they are, because these are actually two pieces. So here you can see I cut it in half to show you. So there's a front piece and then there's a back piece, and the adhesive is the back piece. And then the front of the tile, all that is holding the front to the back is the edge. So here you can see this edge. It has adhesive there that's holding the top piece to the back. But once you cut that barrier, then it's hollow on the inside and nothing will hold it together. So even if you are using these, like what I ended up doing, thankfully I saw that video and I didn't put them on the bathroom wall. I ended up just using them in my upstairs hallway. It's just a small area, and I did the one wall. And again, there we were planning on painting and doing another finish, but for now I just wanted to be able to use these tiles up now. So I thought I'd go ahead and try them there. So they did work out good, and I will show you a picture of how they look like, or perhaps I'll film up there, I'm not sure. But I ended up just using them there. But again, when you're fitting in pieces, then you have to cut these to fit them in, and then you have this hollow space. So what I ended up doing was, with extra pieces, I just took that adhesive on the back. So I split the front from the back, and then I cut little pieces and folded them over, and then just added them to the inside to hold them together. So at least I knew that they weren't going to come apart. So there you can see I have a little piece of the back folded, holding the front and then the back piece. And that's what I had to do. So in my opinion, would I recommend these? If you're doing a wall and you're not going to have a lot of cutting, then I would say go ahead and use them. Or even if you do have cutting, just kind of close off the ends with something like with what I did here, so that at least it holds the shape of the tile together. And you know, try to make it, I've seen actually some people where they would put caulking on the end just to close that up so you don't see, because you know, you don't get it. If you were getting a finish like that, it would be fine, but on this end it's like this. So I don't know, I ended up using them. But for myself, would I buy these again if I needed to do a wall? Probably not, in all honesty. They look okay. They do look cheaper, I think, than the ones that you would pick up at Home Hardware or order off of Amazon. You are paying more for them, but in all honesty, I think it is a better quality. But if you do have an area where you know, a craft room or whatever, any room, and you just want to change it up a little bit, just have a temporary fix, then you know, these do look nice. And again, people have painted these and made them over so that they do look nicer. I've seen another video which she did an amazing job. She took these, she painted them, and then she made it look like a brick wall. And so it was like a white finish, and then it had a little bit of grays in it, and it looked really, really nice. The thing is with these, like what I've found already, where I did have them up, where I have them upstairs, and I've had them up there for about a week. I'm not quite finished yet. I have to do the pieces around the door and the edge of the wall. I have to finish there. But I already noticed just in one spot a little bit of lifting. And that's the other thing too, is with these tiles, they're not equally the same. You'll have one tile that the lines are going a certain way, and then on another tile the grouting is off. So it can be difficult to match some of these up. I had quite a few tiles, so I was able to play with it and kind of get them to go where they were lined up. But so anyways, I used them, I made them work, and I thought I would just give my opinion on my experience with these. They're okay, but I personally myself, if I was going to be doing an area, I would spend a little bit more and get the better tile, because these ones here, honestly, if the front and the back were adhered like you know, other tiles that you would pick up at Home Depot or you buy off of Amazon, I probably would use them. But because there is that gap, it has like a bubbly effect on these tiles, and there's that gap in between, there's really not a lot holding them together. It's just the edge of the tile again where you see this. That's it. All this on the inside, there's no adhesive holding them together. So that was the biggest downfall I found with these tiles. So again, I wouldn't probably buy them again, but they were fun to use, other than for cutting the edges and then having to, you know, add a little bit of adhesive to hold the sides together. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and I'll show you where I use them and show you what it looks like. And let me know in the comment section below if you've come across these, if you've picked them up, if you've used them yourself, and what your experience was. Alright, so here I am in my upstairs landing, which is not a very big area. So as I said, we are planning on doing shiplap on this wall and then going all the way down the stairs. But for now, since I have the Dollar Tree stick tiles, I'm going to use them to cover this wall here. So here I have begun placing the stick tiles, and they seem to go very easy. I did have a gap just by the trim of the door, so I'm gonna have to fill that. I could just paint it, but I decided that I will fill it using these tiles, as hard as that is. Okay guys, so here I have the wall pretty much complete. I have a couple little pieces that I have yet to finish up, but I thought I'd go ahead and record this now so that I could get the video up because I do have some other things that I need to get done, and I kind of just want to get this video up so you can see what it looks like. I just have this little corner up here to finish, a little strip here on the side, and then as well here, but that takes me a bit of time because, as I said, with these tiles, they are hollow in the center, so I do need to cut off backing to put it inside of the tile and then adhere it to the wall. But I don't think I'm going to be done with this wall yet, and that's why I just decided to finish this video here, because what I'm planning on doing is painting these. And I don't know if I should have painted them beforehand. Hopefully when I add the paint to these, it's not going to take away from the adhesion. I'm not really sure. I have seen some people painting these, but they did paint them before they adhered them to the wall. I don't think it should make much difference, but we're gonna find out. If I end up painting them and they come apart, well, then I'm just gonna be taking these down completely and probably just doing a shiplap, which is what I originally wanted to do. But because I had the tiles on hand, I wanted to use them. I didn't want to waste them. So I figured I might as well try and paint these to look like a chipped painted wall. And I think that's gonna look really neat. But I did, as I said, want to show you, since I had the majority of it done, what it looked like. So my final thoughts on these again is that I probably wouldn't purchase these again just because of the way they're put together. I really wish that the adhesive had have been all over the tile instead of just around the outer perimeter of the tile. Because again, when you go to cut these, you have a hollow area from the backing to the front of the tile, which I didn't like. But being that I had them, I think I did put them to good use. And if you are just doing a little accent wall, I think that they look pretty good. I think these probably, hopefully, will look better when they're painted, just because they're shiny and I kind of want to dull them down a bit. So hopefully once I have that done, I can just update on these tiles and let you see how that turned out. But I definitely wouldn't add these to a shower because anywhere where there's moisture, these are going to bubble and probably come apart. I would add a little bit of glue in certain areas. I did have to add it only to one area, and I will say that from the time I started putting these on till this moment that I'm filming, a month and a half has gone by and they are staying up really well. I only had one spot where in the corner where it met with another tile, and that's just because these were not printed like perfectly the same, so there was a little bit of an overlapping issue, but I just applied some hot glue and it's absolutely fine. So other than that, again, I wouldn't purchase them another time, but being that I had them, I think that it worked really well on this wall. And as I said, I will update you on these tiles once I have painted them to see how they held up with adding some paint to these as well. So guys, that will do it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video if you can. It will greatly help my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love and appreciate it if you did. As always, you guys take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye for now. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you my final look for this powder room. I did go ahead and add a few other things from the pictures that I posted. These wreaths, I picked them up at Dollarama for $4, which was a fantastic deal. I absolutely love these. I also went ahead and added one to the window. I just hung it on with a 3M command strip. I added a couple little decor pieces there on the window ledge. And then I added this little cabinet over the toilet. I had actually ordered one off of Amazon. It was a really, really nice one, but it was the one that comes with the legs, so it's like a freestanding that just sits above the toilet. And quite honestly, I loved it because it really had the farmhouse, the barn door feel. It had the little door that slid open and closed like the barn doors. But the only thing is I really thought about it, and I didn't want the legs coming down from the side. I just like how it's open around the toilet, and I didn't want to have that in the way, because just for cleaning and everything, it's just, if it was a bigger bathroom, I probably wouldn't have cared. But I ended up going to the Goodwill, and I just came across this little cabinet, and it's just funny how sometimes even when you're not looking for something, it just comes right in front of you. So I got this super cheap. It was $7.99, but I was with my mother, and it was Senior's Day, so she ended up getting a discount from that, and I think I ended up paying like $5 for it. So super cheap. I already had the spray paint on hand, so I just spray painted it all. I also polyurethaned it just to protect it, and it's the perfect little cabinet. All I wanted it for was to hold some rolls of toilet paper, just a little area to add some decor. So I added some at the top here. This is from Dollar Tree. The little pail is from Dollar Tree, and then the greenery is from Dollarama. I also added a little candle to the inside, the love sign from Dollar Tree, and then this happy fall decor piece that I just picked up at Dollar Tree now. So on the inside, I just added my hand towels, not hand towels, face towels that I hang here on the side of the vanity, the sink, and then I just add my toilet paper, and it fits 3 rolls perfectly, so I have to add a few more in there. But that was all I wanted it for, so I didn't want a huge piece. And that piece, I believe it was $219 with tax on Amazon. It was a beautiful piece, but I spent $5 and I was able to accomplish what I wanted, and I really love how it looks because it's just more open, which for a smaller bathroom, I think that makes a big difference. So I'm really, really pleased with how this came out for something that's temporary, and honestly, I'd even keep it this way. The only thing I would really want to change is the flooring, but I think that it came out really great, and all I really used for this was paint, to just paint the walls, a Sharpie to make the faux shiplap. I had these curtains. This curtain, I picked it up off of Amazon, which I absolutely love. The carpet that I picked up from Dollar Tree. The mirror I already had. I just added that same spray paint and just a little bit of decor. Some hooks. Again, these I got off of Amazon. And the towels I picked up at Dollar Haven. So I really love how it all came together. Again, aside from the floor, I think it looks really nice. It's just really farmhouse to me. It's bright, it's clean, and again, I'm very, very pleased with how it all turned out. Okay guys, so that will do it. I hope again that you enjoyed this. I just decided to add this clip to the end so that you could see the final look of the bathroom. And again, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.